Hello, I'm Andy Wilson and welcome back to Silica Valley for another home bar tour. This time we're in Shrewsbury at the Ponda's bar. One of the unique features of this bar is that it's actually constructed as an outbuilding. No compromises were made in the build and it's very much seen as a continuation of the main house even though it is separate. The intention was to provide a beautiful bar area that would last for a lifetime, but also work double shift as overflow accommodation to the main house if needed. There was no place in this build for drafts, creaks or compromise of any kind. Stick around to the end to see a slideshow of the build. Beginning at the rear of this 6.5 by 4 metre building, the quality of the external materials is immediately apparent. The building sits on concrete footings and the work was completed by this company, Mindstone Garden Rooms. Reading their website, they specialise in garden rooms for year-round use, describing one of their USPs as providing super insulated walls, floors and roofs. And the idea of an outside bar being a bit too cold during the winter is a common problem, and Emma didn't want to face that with the Ponda's bar. Emma also wanted additional acoustic protection, so when it gets loud in there, the neighbours aren't disturbed, and she tells me this has all worked out really well. As we move toward the front, we can see how the main house and the new building, they've been joined together with this shared decking area which unifies them really well. On the house we can see bifold doors opening to the back garden, and these are mirrored in Ponda's bar. Footlights and downlighters add to the ambience and we can enter through one of the bifold doors. There is an immediate impression of colour in this bar. In this 360 shot, the care and attention really come to life. An impressive bar grabs the attention on entry and we can see this small, intimate seating area followed by a nice big TV mounted on the facing wall of the toilet area. Bold colour and contrast really work in here. There's no party like a Ponderosa party, and that's a message we can all get behind. It's really tempting with your own bar to absolutely cram it with personal items, but restraint has been shown here with classy and elegant results. 2 beanbag style chairs bring us to these enormous bifold doors with built-in blinds. Emma got a great deal on these and we're going to tell you how during the montage at the end. And finally, here we are back at the bar. There are LED strip lights all around the ceiling line. This particular system is from My Light, though there are plenty of alternatives available. This was super simple to operate with sliders and there are presets too. And just be careful when buying LED strip lights. Cheaper isn't better with these because only one LED has to fail to ruin the look entirely. In this corner there's a small eco heater. This is paired with a larger one in the middle of the room. Emma tells me that this pair of heaters works really well to maintain a comfortable temperature during the winter, but bear in mind that this is a really well constructed and heat efficient outbuilding. A summer house style outside bar wouldn't necessarily do as well with these heaters. In the entertainment area we also see an arcade type console which has thousands of games including some absolute classics. It came from a company in my hometown of Southport called Classic Arcade Games. You can have the exterior customised to your choice and it looks like there are plenty of options available. A great deal of singing happens in the Ponda's bar and there's a dedicated machine for karaoke. This one is the Mr. Entertainer Digibox. It has an HDMI output to the rear which plugs into the TV. This little device makes the whole thing simple so that the stars can shine at their brightest. In the images on the website and in the description it's not clear if there's a separate audio out. I contacted them and they confirmed to me that the current version does indeed have a separate audio out jack, which is fantastic. Looking at the bar from the front, the golden brown contrast is striking. 4 bar stools sit in front and there's even an authentic footrest. Simple and sophisticated all at once. This side window is double glazed and, like the bifold doors, has the blind built in. Emma wanted this bar to easily convert to nightclub mode, day or night, and these blinds make it super simple to achieve that. For spirits, there is a wall-mounted decorative back bar and metal drinkware is slung underneath. This was bought from Amazon for £260, but actually Emma got a much better deal due to it arriving with a noticeable but small amount of damage. It was already gold coloured and is both decorative and practical. All of those glasses are actually metal, and this is a preemptive measure because glass is a nuisance to clean up when it breaks. On the far wall we can see 3 optics, but these aren't the usual kind, and this is typical of the approach to the whole bar. These walls are plasterboard. Emma figured that late night revellers might not be too careful about how hard they push glasses into the optic. This would put strain on the plasterboard fixings. On eBay she found these alternative optics which have a tap instead. They look amazing, they're unusual and they serve a practical purpose. Here's another look at that innovative back bar. For the front bar there is a preparation counter below and a serving counter above. The prep counter has a built-in sink and tap, and there's plans for an additional instant hot water tap too. One thing I noticed here is that there's plenty of depth to the preparation area. In my own bar I made that too small. It's definitely something to pay attention to. The wood is all stained black, but even behind the bar the gold is used for contrast. And the bar top is granite, and it's supplied by someone called Granite Dave. Under here there are additional power points, a feature not to be overlooked when building your own bar, and there are cupboards and shelves, so there's plenty of storage. This commercial grade triple fronted beer fridge from Gastroline costs £600. I checked and it's still around that price now. One of the big advantages of a commercial beer fridge versus a domestic one is the speed at which the contents can be cooled. They're built for purpose and have fans which circulate the cooled air inside. You can save money on beer fridges, but it may not be worth it. You want something that's going to last, and commercial grade makes sense for such an essential item. I thought this bar was very much in the cocktail style. The design is consistent throughout. Look at this view of the bar from the top down. No compromises have been made whatsoever. These bar stools were £100 each from Dunelm. Moving to the middle of the room, there's a large statement mirror piece above this seating area which has 2 chairs. These were bought from Amazon for £100 for the pair. The table, there's 2 of these, were £20. Once again from Amazon, and one thing Emma really likes about the table is that if a drink spills, it stays inside the table. Talking of spilled drinks, the flooring is bathroom grade and it will handle small spillages without damage. And the floor is involved in one of Emma's money saving tips, which I'll talk about in the end build montage. There is a large TV on the wall here with soundbar above. There's more storage below with an inexpensive cupboard which Emma upgraded with gold decorative handles. It contains Xbox controllers, remote controls and similar. The 2 footstools are a matching pair for the beanbag chairs we'll see shortly. I've already mentioned that the owner wanted a building where guests could sleep if needed. Emma has a big family and lots of visitors, and blow-up beds are all that's needed in here. But as we enter the bathroom we can see that they've installed a full-size shower too, completing the picture for this multi-function room. It's a fully appointed bathroom, equivalent to many hotels that I've stayed in, better in some cases. It was really lovely and I think as a guest would make me feel very welcome indeed. There's no party like a Ponderosa party, and this is the perfect venue to prove it. Look at this characterful monkey in the corner here. It serves a purpose of course, but it's also very, very cute. This unit was described as a radiator cabinet when they bought it, but in the Ponda's bar it hides all of the incoming and outgoing wiring. There are 3 of these discrete disco lights dotted around the place, and looking at some party footage, they do a great job. And here's another look at those eye-catching and practical bifold doors. I mentioned that the footstools were paired with some beanbag chairs, which you can see here. There is the other occasional table also. In total there are 4 gathering spaces: the bar, the yellow chairs, the gaming area and the beanbags. And when these doors are open, the whole of the outside area as well. In summary, this is a meticulously planned and well executed modern style bar. It's classy and visually impressive, but the karaoke, the games machine and the bar itself leave no doubt that the Ponda's bar is where we come to have fun. Stick around for the build montage and some tips from Emma, and thanks for watching so far. I'd really appreciate a like and a subscribe. While you're watching this montage, Emma had some tips to share. The first one, which I think is a gem, is that once you know you're doing this, begin searching for bargains immediately. Buy them and store them. The floor, for example, the quote was $9.80, but she got it for $4.50 in the end. This bargain came up in the planning stage and she went for it. Same with the bifold doors. The house and the bar both got doors at the same time. The quote was £12,000. She paid just £8,000. The point that she makes is that if you're ahead of the game, you can take advantage of bargains as they arise. Tradespeople will often just go to the supplier they usually use, and you can't expect them to shop around as thoroughly as you will yourself. Same with paint, that's easily stored if a bargain arises. She also, of course, recommends going with a builder that you trust. Friends of hers have had endless problems with damp and even moss. The bar was finished in January 2023, but they've been planning it and discussing it for 2 years. Emma is really happy with the end result. It's a multifunction room. It accommodates the kids, visitors, and it's awesome for parties. Let us know what you think of the build in the comments below, and remember, I'll keep making these videos if you keep liking them. So please like the video and subscribe to Silica Valley. Thanks for watching.